We are on. Hello, everybody. Aloha from Hawaii.
And
Beautiful
hello from
day.
Canada.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's here too. It's sunny and
I didn't
it's
say
quite beautiful.
sunny. I just said beautiful.
Isn't it always beautiful in Hawaii?
Yes, it is. But sometimes the sun is, I don't know what's going on. We're having a lot of rainstorms. So right now it's beautiful, but it's not sunny. So that's all right.
Were you able to, did you experience any of the eclipse yesterday?
Oh, it's too cloudy. We
Yeah,
just, we just saw it on TV. So,
here too. Yeah, yeah. Well, welcome to Harmony and Healing show with Cindy and Julia. We always have to do our little catch up. We live, in different countries, and we are the Divine Feminine Shaman Academy, and we come to you every week with our Harmony and Healing show, just to bring, the aspects of the Divine Feminine Shaman Academy out into the world. And so we're thrilled to be here with you again for our weekly show. You can watch us on YouTube. Encourage you to, subscribe so you can see when we're doing our show and not miss anything. Or you also, perhaps you're watching in our private Facebook group, the Divine Feminine Shaman Academy. So we welcome you. And today we're going to be looking at why shamanism now. So before we dive into that topic, we should do our tradition.
yes.
So we invite you to join in opening sacred space with us and calling in the four directions and the archetypes of the directions. This is such a beautiful practice that creates this sacred space that we work within. So if you're able to, we just invite you to join in to just really feel the words. And if you know the directions, we're going to begin in the south, calling in Sakamama, serpent medicine. To the winds of the south, Sachamama, beautiful serpent, mother of the waters, come into our sacred medicine space today. Wrap your coils of light and love around us and help us to shed and release all of those old ways of being, beliefs, and habits that are no longer serving us, just as you shed your skin all at once. And guide us to be tender and nurturing with our new tender underbelly, and to be belly to belly with Mother Earth, just so that we can feel that connection to the Divine Mother, keeper of the sacred divine feminine wisdom. Teach us to walk in beauty and touch everyone we meet with beauty. Aho.
Aho. To the winds of the west, Ortarango, mother, sister, brother, jaguar, coming into our medicine space at the time of the setting sun, representing the dark, entering into the ethereal to be able to navigate our pathway in our authentic light forward through the different hallways of our path. Thank you for teaching us the tools of the luminous warrior. Thank you for imbuing us with your great courage. You who have no predators, teach us your courage to move forward as you show us the way. We honor you today, Jaguars. We thank you for your peacefulness. We thank you for teaching us to walk in truth, impeccability, non-engagement, and certainty. We honor you. Aho.
To the north, to the winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, you who have come before us. We honor you, and you will come after us, our children's children, bringers of the light and ways of the future. We just honor you all, and we invite you to sit around the sacred fire with us today and share your ways and your wisdom and your knowledge with us. We thank you. Oh,
Aho.
Earth Kente, royal hummingbird, sweet bird, you who guide us on our soul's epic journey. teaching us to only drink from the sweet nectar of life and to cultivate that deep inner peace, that inner stillness, even in the chaos of the world around us. You teach us to be calm and to focus on the sweetness of life. We thank you for being such a beautiful guide. Awesome.
Oh, to the winds of the east, place of the rising sun, Apachin Kundor, Eagle Condor. Thank you for coming into our medicine space. Thank you, Condor. You who are like the transformative phoenix that takes us under the expanse of your wings and shows us the mysteries of great spirit flying us high into the mountains. Thank you, dear eagle, for your medicine to us, teaching us to soar to new heights, to experience flight, to be able to then look down and gain a new perspective, seeing our lives in a completely different lens, seeing obstacles as opportunities and positive growth. We honor you both today for your visionary gifts. Aho.
And to our beloved Mother Earth, Pachamama. Ah, our beloved Pachamama. You who just hold us all so tenderly and so sweetly, so gently. You who are the keeper of the divine feminine wisdom. You ground us, you nurture, you nourish, and support all your people, stone people, plant people, four-legged, the two-legged, the creepy collies, the finned ones, the furred ones, the winged ones. All your people. We thank you and we honor you.
Oh.
Awesome.
And Titaita, Father Sky, Mama Kia, Grandmother Moon, Sashka Kuna, Star Nations, celestial luminous beings of light and power, come, humpway into our medicine space today. Give us the words to share your wisdom, your light, your directives. We thank you for teaching us joy and peace, giving us ease and grace and great spirit. We thank you for your support, your guidance, and your essence. Oh.
So another way we open sacred space is by opening up the eighth chakra, which is about an arm's distance overhead. It's a beautiful, luminous golden ball of light that is the source of the sacred, the Viracocha. So we'll begin opening your own individual. So hands together at your heart. Inhale, bring the arms up and overhead. Imagine piercing that luminous ball of light and then open up your arms and bring it all around you. Even imagine connecting it down beneath your feet into the earth. So you are completely connected to Mother Earth. And then we'll open it over our Ayu here, our community. So we imagine spreading it over everyone here and everyone watching the replay. So we create this space where we can come together in oneness and peace.
Entering in now, enter into the realm of the illuminated light, entering into the realm of receiving wisdom, knowledge, and more light, even as we opened it up over us. Now inhale that light into your energy field, your chakra field, your entire being with every inhalation. Use your exhalations to release. Release the day, release tasks, release all that would get in the way of you taking a few moments to just tune in to your higher self. Entering your inner sanctum deep, deep, deep within you with your breath. So inhale and hold it. Exhale. Hold empty. Inhale that light entering in. See it, feel it, hold it. Exhale. Hold empty. Inhale. Hold it. Exhale. Hold empty. One more time. Inhale. See, experience that light. See it coming in. Now hold it. Hold it in your field for a couple more seconds. And now big release. Exhale all the air in your lungs. And settle down now into a more comfortable breathing pattern that works for you. Close your eyes if you can. We're going to go on an imaginary, visionary journey. So see yourself where you are and see that luminous part of you, that light part of you float up into the luminous energy field around you. See it as a separate being and feel, sense, experience light from that perspective. Now come back and become one with yourself, opening up your crown chakra to that light in a new way, opening your third eye to receive intuitive messages in a new way, opening up your throat chakra to be able to speak your truth in a light way, opening up your heart chakra to be able to receive that which is yours and to be able to give that love that transcends. Opening up your solar plexus, your empowerment, the knowing that you can do it. You are good enough and you can do it. Take that step. And now going down to your sacral, the lower belly. Experience all the beautiful divine feminine energy in that chakra, even in males, for we seek to balance the divine feminine and the divine male. Let there be a marriage of the two in your sacral. Let there be balance, let there be one. And then your root chakra, bringing in all that beautiful light and love in there, your foundational core, being compassionate with yourself, loving yourself. Just breathe in that light. Feeling all of your chakras activated. Breathing in that light, more and more light into them. So what would it be like if we entered into every day in this way, that we activated our chakras, that we activated this medicine before we started our day, bringing in the directions, opening our viracochas, and then allowing that light to settle into each chakra. What a difference would it make to your day? I invite you to try it. gives you that peace and that solace and that foundational spiritual love. It's like a lens that you can see and create through. So as you're breathing, breathe in to each chakra, seeing it all lit up. And consider this practice to help you maneuver. And so now coming back into the room as we begin. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So just like,
Thank you, Julia.
you're welcome. So just like I asked you the questions as we were doing that little journey together, that's kind of what our show's about today. It's like, so in today's world, and amidst all of the complexities, all of the chaos, all of the crisis, why not shamanism now? That's a question that I've been asking. Why not? Because it's a very deep medicine, and it goes beyond all of the factors that we encounter on 3D. And both Cindy and I have been doing energy work for decades. And I will say personally, when I came into shamanism, it answered so many questions for me. Even though I had been trained in so many modalities, I felt like there was a missing link. And when I came into Andean shamanism, and I realized it's not like voodoo magic or anything, but there's all kinds of ideas that the world has. Shamanism. What is shamanism? It's really a very deep healing medicine. And it allows you to get to the roots, to see the imprints, hopefully before they even manifest in a client. Because if you get to be able to do healings with clients before there's a diagnosis, you can remove it quite easily. Once a person has a diagnosis, then it takes more time and more energy to work with it. But that's what it was to me. It was like, of all the energy work I'd done, the workshops, the classes, the training, my education, I found the missing link here in Andean shamanism. And it's not very woo-woo, really. It's quite a lot of techniques and energy, and it really strips down, in a way, the stuff that you really want to let go of so you can be your authentic self. And we continue to go through that as part of our life too. It's not like, oh, now we're trained shamans, we have it all together. We still work on each other. We still work to relieve and remove imprints out of each other's energy field. And I work with other shamans, and so does Cindy. And so it's a living truth is what it is. That's what shamanism is to me. It's a living truth and a living medicine. What about you, Cindy?
Oh, I love that, Julia. And it's ancient. It has been around for thousands and thousands of
Yes.
years. And and things that sustain that long, there's something very a solid foundation to that and a deep truth, like you said, right? I know for myself, like you, Julia, I've just been doing energy work for like I think I started about 30 years ago, but then doing it actively as an everyday practice, seeing clients for the last 20 years. And so I'm used to being in the realm of energy and spirit, and but I always felt like there was something missing. And then years ago, I spent about 5 years doing sacred plant medicine with shamans, and the that deep, deep connection that I felt to nature just fulfilled something within myself because we come from nature. We are so connected to nature, but we're living disconnected from nature. there's an interconnectedness of all things. And, society now, humanity, where, lots of people don't even get out in nature. And so this is part of our makeup. It's inherent to our well-being. And to be able to connect, I was able to connect with ancestors, and I realized the support that we have. So it really awoke this yearning within me to have a strong foundational practice that's rooted in nature and connecting to the ancestors. And so it just naturally, fell into training with the Four Winds and our amazing teacher, Alberto Villoldo, and to be able to take these practices too. And one of the things I love so much is the ritual.
Hmm.
Like we change our brain and we evolve through rituals. And we have fire ceremonies, we have despachos, we have some really, really beautiful, beautiful ceremonies that help us to integrate the medicine, integrate the transformations, start to actually change the chemistry in our brains as we do this work, and change our physiology. So it's powerful. And you know we look at Western medicine, and I mean, I have a background in Western medicine, we both do, and absolutely there's time and a place, but it doesn't cover the energetic and the spiritual um, aspects that are so fundamental and key to our wholeness and our healing and our overall well-being.
I always say to people when I'm working on them that I feel like there are different parts of us, and shamanism addresses every part of us, physical, emotional, even mental, because sometimes our minds get in the way. So we have to work on that aspect, and spiritual. It's really a very full healing. And that's different from Western. What you're talking about, Western medicine is just mostly, except for integrative and these new ways of working with Western medicine that are becoming more popular, and functional medicine. Most Western medicine is just physical. And we are so much more. We are so much more than just physical. And I look around and I see what's happening in the world. Try not to focus on it too much because I want to keep my energy high, and it has a tendency to pull you down. But every once in a while, an environmental crisis headline will catch my attention, where we are in this earth right now. And there seems to be almost like a numbing down, a not listening. We
Mhm.
continue to escalate environmental crisis with heating the planet up. The waters are getting hotter. We're having more storms. When we have these major storms and they go, oh, we've never had a storm, they're thinking about categorizing hurricanes, a new category, because their winds are that high now. And I just want to say, when are we going to get it? When are we going to get it? We've got to take care of Pachamama. Now, she's going to be fine. We're the ones that are not going to be fine. She will regenerate herself. She knows how to do that.
True,
But
true.
yeah, yeah. So there's that part of it too, because it brings in that awareness that we're connected to everything. We're connected to the earth. We're connected to the heavens. We're connected to the plants, the stones, the animals. It's all of that. And it's very basic in some of its theory. It's not, it's very non-woo-woo. It's very basic in some of its theory. Though I will
And
say,
that's what,
go ahead, go
yeah,
ahead.
it's very down to earth. It's
Yeah,
very tangible in some ways, right? And intangible in others. But, that's working with energy, but we're made up of energy, right?
right.
So it's it's such a beautiful way to integrate back into wholeness. And and it complements, sometimes Western medicine is important, it really is, and so but it really complements um, all of it. So that is what I find. Yeah.
Right, right, because it does address the physical part, which is an important part.
Mhm.
So then you got to bring in the rest of it to make it more integrative, because we are holistic beings. We are not just physical beings, right? And so
Exactly.
I also have been through this, amazing transformation since I entered this medicine. And people see it and I feel it, and it's not because because of me personally. I would say I would give the credit to the practices that I do every day, the energy that we opened up, the sacred space, and continuing to work with the principles daily. And yes, there is magic in the energy of transformation. We have seen incredible transformation in our students in the class that we've been teaching. And we're finishing it up this week, our first 12-week class of that kind. And
Mm.
so,
One of the things I love too about what we've created with our class and just as a shamanic community is that sense of community,
yeah,
right? So that's so important. That's been lost in
yeah,
society, right? So we're gathering and we're coming back into circle, into sacred circle, and in creating community where we feel seen and heard and validated. And, you know, that's a big part of the healing too, right? Is being vulnerable and having a witness to our experiences as we're shedding these old ways of being and have someone there to help support you in that transition as you're moving into more and more of the truth of who you are. So that's one of my favorite things about our class right now, Julia, is just such a beautiful sense of community. And even, us with our graduating class, that sense of community where you have someone who understands, what you're doing, what you're going through, can support you. And we're creating change. We're creating this ripple effect around the world that is really, I feel, supporting, the upleveling of humanity in such a foundational um, way that creates this steady, strong foundation to fall upon amidst all of the chaos in the world.
and as the students advance into the actual journey around the wheel, our first class was more foundational and teaching practices, letting them experience some rites. But even in that, lots of transformation happens. But as they start the journey around the wheel on our next two classes, the next one starts May 1st, then they start being able to see the answers. They start being able to work with each other in a deeper way and really heal each other, practicing on each other. That's the wonderful thing about shamanism. There's answers to these long, long questions that have been around for so long. There's so many answers in it. I just love that part of it. And I'm very excited about the students working with us and continuing with us and learning those answers. It just empowers you, makes you feel like, oh, I can really live the life that I desire. That's
Mm.
what that's what it's done for me too. And so also, did you want to add anything more to that?
Oh, I was just going to say, and it really, we learn to come within to find our answers. Right? We're so
Right.
used to looking
Looking
in the
out.
outer world to find
Yep.
those answers, right? But
Yep.
everything is within. And, we learn to go deep within ourselves. And this is why the true transformation happens. So,
So, as sort of a benefit or and giving you the opportunity to have a taste of the medicine, to see if this is something you really want to pursue. On April 27th, we're doing a 6-hour workshop from 11 to 5 Pacific time. That's because of me. I told Cindy it can't be before 8 o'clock my time. And since I'm 3 hours behind her right now, anyway, and we're going to just kind of summarize some of the things of the 12-week class. Obviously, we won't be able to involve everything, but it'll give you a taste of a couple of ceremonial rites, theories, and a couple of healing techniques. So we're just inviting you all to consider joining us. It's only $97 USD, and how much how much is that really? What is $97 when you're investing it in yourself? Because I feel like there's an incredible curiosity out in the community, and
Mhm.
this would answer so many questions. You could have a taste and see if this is really what you want to do, if this is the way you want to proceed on your spiritual path.
So if you are curious and you would like to join us on April 27th for Sacred Alchemy, Igniting Your Inner Pathways, we would be totally honored to have you join us just to have little bit of experience of, what is this shamanism thing all about, right?
Exactly.
And from a divine feminine perspective
Oh,
at
yes,
that.
always, always. That is that's our calling. That's Cindy's and my calling to really bring that in, because that is what is needed in the world for healing today is
Mhm.
the marriage of the divine feminine masculine. And right now the divine feminine has been suppressed. So we are raising it up with teaching and transformation and connection into
Empowerment.
empowerment.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
So if you're
Yeah, so
interested, I would suggest that you reach out to either one of us on Messenger, or you could comment on YouTube. You could comment on the live recording where we do the live recording and the Divine Feminine, and we would be happy to meet with you and talk with you and set that up. So we're inviting you. That's what we're doing. You have a curiosity. Here's a great way to see if this is for you. It's an online class.
yes, good point. Because we are a global community. So,
Yes. Yes.
yeah. So, Julia, shall we close our sacred? Is there anything else before we close our sacred space today?
Just sending you all ah just wonderful blessings of delicious love. That just came to me because we need more of that in our lives and our world today. So let's just
Mhm.
kind of imagine that. Just as when we went into the journey, we illuminated our chakras. Now let that light come out.
Yeah, because
So,
I love that you brought that up. Moon Eye, or we call Moon Eye in shamanism, love. It truly is what is required for the healing of
yes.
ourselves, of our planet, of Mother Earth, humanity. That's the answer. That is
That
truly the answer. And that's where our hearts are, and that's what we bring into everything that we do. And so, um, yeah, just deep Monai. So,
yes. Yeah. Heart love.
mhm.
Okay. I guess we should.
Close our direction. All right, to the south. To the winds of the south, Sachamama, beautiful serpent, mother of the waters, thank you for being with us, for wrapping your coils of light and love around us, for teaching us the beauty way and helping us to just release some old heavy skins so that we can embrace this new way of being, a way of love, a way of beauty. We thank you and we release you. Aho.
Oh. To the winds of the west, Orcarango, mother, sister, brother, jaguar, thank you that you are always there to support us as we call upon you. Thank you for teaching us to see in the dark, to see the light, to be able to navigate our pathway forward with your wisdom. You who are the king and queen of the jungle, having no predators, imbue us with that great courage that we need to step forward. We thank you and we release you. Oh.
To the north. To the winds of the north, ancestors, ancient ones, grandmothers, and grandfathers, generations to come. Thank you for being with us, for sitting around this sacred fire in our hearts, and for sharing your ways and your wisdom and your knowledge with us as we evolve into Homo luminous.
Mm,
And thank you for just your wisdom your guidance, your teachings. And Seawater Kente, Royal Hummingbird, thank you for being such an amazing, beautiful, loving guide on our soul's epic journey. You teach us about the sweetness of life and to cultivate our own inner stillness, our own peace to come within. We thank you and we release you. Aho.
Oh. To the winds of the east, eagle condor, as the sun rises in our hearts today and our souls, as we experience that light, as we experience being able to work with you to create a new perspective on things in our lives, that we can shift our energy and move forward with the wisdom of condor and the perspective of eagle. We thank you so much for that beautiful gift, and we release you. Hope.
To Mother Earth, Pachamama. Our beloved Mother Earth, Pachamama. Ah, you who are the keeper of the divine feminine wisdom,
Mm.
who is so resilient, who gives so much love, so much support, so much grounding, and so much nurturing amidst all of what's going on in the world and all of the upheavals. You are always our solid base. You are there for us. We thank you and we honor you. We release you. Aho.
Oh. Antitaita, Mamakia Sashka Kuna, celestial luminous beings of light and power supporting us in every way. Thank you, Great Spirit. If we would just reach for that support, I know that we could all feel and experience that foundational love that is available for us all. We thank you for opening our hearts, opening our sight, opening our munai in our hearts, that we can share and be with one another in truth and in light. We thank you and we release you. Aho.
We'll close our Viracochas over our Ayu, over each other, our community here. And over yourself. As you do, just imagine bringing this beautiful luminous light. As you gather it up, bring it into your crown chakra, your third eye, your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your sacral chakra, and your root chakra. Okay, everyone, until next week. Actually, we don't have a show next week. I'm away, so no show next week. But we are back on. When are we back? We're back on the 23rd of
Back on the
April.
right.
Okay, so deep love. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
See you in 2 weeks. Reach out if you have any questions.
Bye-bye.